In the small town of Willowbrook, nestled amidst ancient trees and enveloped in an eerie quiet, stood an old mansion known as Blackwood Manor. Legend had it that the very walls of the manor were imbued with a sinister past. Among its many chilling tales, none sent shivers down the spine quite like the story of the haunted portrait. In the dimly lit corridors, a painting of a young girl named Amelia adorned the wall. The portrait was said to have a sinister power that preyed upon the unsuspecting souls who dared to gaze upon it for too long. Many visitors had reported seeing the eyes of Amelia follow them, endless whispers echoing through their ears. Yet, none of them truly comprehended the frightful torment that awaited anyone who dared to take Amelia's portrait down. One fateful day, a renowned art collector named Ethan Blackwood entered the mansion. Driven by his insatiable desire for rare paintings, he had heard whispers of Amelia's haunted portrait and yearned to possess it. Unfazed by the tales of terror that surrounded the artwork, Ethan arrogantly ignored the warnings of the locals and ventured into the forbidden mansion. As Ethan entered the dimly lit room where Amelia's portrait hung, an icy chill enveloped his entire being. He felt millions of unseen eyes pierce through his very soul. Ignoring his instincts, he reached up and slowly pried the painting from the wall, his mouth spreading across his face in a sinister grin. Unbeknownst to Ethan, as he held the portrait, a ghastly presence escaped from the depths of the frame. A malevolent spirit, previously trapped within those brush strokes, now sought revenge for its eternal imprisonment. Within moments, the entire mansion began to groan and creak as if the very foundations struggled to contain the unleashed horror. Ethan's steps grew heavier, his heart pulsating wildly in his chest, as Amelia's face on the painting transformed into a sinister, twisted grin. Her eyes turned piercing red, seemingly burning with the fires of hell. Bending reality to its will, the spirit of Amelia lashed out, tormenting Ethan with nightmares that played out in the real world. His mind lost all sense of reality. Every passing hour brought another grotesque vision, twisted apparitions that attacked him relentlessly. The walls bled, the floors vanished into bottomless pits, and the air grew thick with an otherworldly stench. Ethan's spirit weakened, his every breath filled with terror. He had become the plaything of the haunted portrait, its horrifying revenge consuming his every thought. As the sun dipped below the horizon, exactly 24 hours since Ethan had taken the portrait, the mansion stood in haunting silence. A stillness hung heavy in the air. When the authorities arrived the following day, all they found was a lifeless body collapsed on the floor, Ethan's face forever etched in a contorted mask of torment. But Amelia's portrait, now hanging innocently on the wall, was empty of her ghostly presence. Legend has it that to this day, the haunted portrait of Amelia remains a beacon of terror within Blackwood Manor. Those brave enough to enter its hallowed halls will still hear the chilling whispers and feel the weight of unseen eyes upon them. But it serves as a haunting reminder. Toying with the supernatural can have unimaginable consequences, with no escape for those who dare to meddle with forces beyond their comprehension.